half the time. After those 6 weeks, the backwards walking group showed a 28% improvement in balance scores and a 19% reduction in lower back pain. The forward walking group showed almost no measurable change in either category. Think about that for a second. Half the time, twice the results. Why does this happen? When you walk backwards, your brain has to work in an entirely new way. Forward walking is automatic for you. You've done it for 60, 70, maybe 80 years. Your brain barely pays attention anymore. It's on complete autopilot. But walking in reverse forces your nervous system to wake up and engage. It activates muscles that have been sleeping for decades, especially the small stabilizer muscles around your knees, ankles, and hips. These are the muscles that prevent falls, and they're the ones that weaken first with age. Now, here's how to do this the right way to get maximum benefit. Find a hallway in your home, or a flat sidewalk with no cracks or uneven surfaces. Stand tall with your chest open. Look straight ahead, not over your shoulder. Take small, slow steps backward. Let your toes touch the ground first, then roll back to your heel. This is the opposite of forward walking, where your heel strikes first. That toe-first contact is one of the reasons this movement is so much gentler on your joints. Start with just 2 minutes the first day. That's it. Don't be a hero on day 1. Build up by adding 1 minute every few days until you reach 10 minutes total. Keep one hand near a wall or a sturdy piece of furniture during the first week, just for confidence. The biggest mistake seniors make with this movement is trying to go too fast or too long right away. Slow is the whole point here. Researchers at the University of North Carolina found that the slower you walk backwards, the more your deep stabilizing muscles activate. Speed actually reduces the benefit. Aim for 4 sessions a week, and you should start noticing improvements in your steadiness and your confidence within just 14 days. But there's a reason the next movement takes things to a whole new level. Number 4. The incline reverse walk. The next movement is the incline reverse walk. And this one is a quiet game changer for anyone dealing with knee trouble. Most seniors have been told by their doctors to avoid hills. Going downhill puts enormous pressure on the knees, and that advice is absolutely correct when you're walking forward. But walking backwards up a gentle incline does the complete opposite. It strengthens the muscles around the knee joint without grinding down the cartilage inside it. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Orthopedic Research followed 52 adults aged 65 and older, all diagnosed with mild to moderate knee osteoarthritis. They were assigned to walk backwards up a slight incline for just 8 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's only 24 minutes of total effort per week. After 8 weeks, knee pain scores dropped by 36%. The strength of their quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of the thigh that protect and support the knee, increased by 22%. And here's the part that surprised even the researchers. Participants also reported a 17% improvement in their ability to rise from a seated position without using their hands. That's a massive real-world change from such a small-time investment. Here's why the incline version works so much better than flat ground for knees. When you walk forward up a hill, your knees bend deeply and absorb heavy shock with every single step. The joint takes a beating. When you walk backwards up that same hill, your quad muscles do the vast majority of the work, and your knee joint stays in a much safer, more protected position. You're essentially loading the muscle while unloading the joint. It's strength training disguised as a simple walk. Now, to do this safely and correctly, you don't need a steep hill at all. A driveway with a slight slope works perfectly. A gentle ramp at a local park is ideal. Even a treadmill set to just a 5% incline will do the job beautifully. Start by standing at the bottom of your slope. Take 1 small step backwards up the incline. Pause for a moment. Take another. Keep your steps short and controlled. Don't lean too far forward or too far back. Stay tall through your spine and keep your core gently engaged. If you feel any sharp pain in your knee at any point, stop immediately. Mild muscle soreness the next day is completely normal and actually a good sign. Sharp pain during the movement is not. Begin with just 3 minutes total per session. Add 1 minute each session until you reach 8 to 10 minutes. Hold a railing during the first week if one is available nearby. The real key here is consistency, not intensity. 3 sessions per week is the sweet spot that the research supports. Within a month, most people report noticeably easier stair climbing, less morning stiffness, and much less discomfort when standing up from chairs. Now the next movement adds something most seniors are missing entirely. Before we roll on, hit like and make sure you're subscribed. The next part might surprise you. Number 3. The reverse walk with arm swing. The third movement is the reverse walk with active arm swing. And this is where backwards walking stops being just a leg exercise and becomes a full body reset. Here's something most people don't realize. The majority of seniors hold their arms completely stiff at their sides when they walk. They've done it so long they don't even notice it anymore. Over years and decades, this habit creates tightness in the shoulders, weakness in the upper back, poor posture, and a hunched forward position that gets worse every year. When you add a strong, deliberate arm swing to your backwards walking, you're not just training your legs anymore. You're training your entire kinetic chain, which is a fancy way of saying the way your whole body moves as one connected system from your feet to your shoulders. A 2022 study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity tested 44 seniors over a 10-week period. One group did regular backwards walking with their arms hanging normally. The other group did backwards walking with intentional arm swing, opposite arm to opposite leg, just like an exaggerated march in reverse. The differences between the two groups were remarkable. The arm swing group saw a 31% improvement in shoulder mobility. Their posture scores improved by 24%. And here's the surprise result that even the researchers didn't expect. Their forward walking speed improved by 18%. That last number matters enormously because walking speed in older adults is one of the single strongest predictors of how long you'll stay independent. Faster walkers live longer, fall less, and maintain their independence for more years. Here's exactly how to perform this movement for maximum benefit. Stand tall in a clear, open space with no obstacles nearby. Begin walking backwards slowly, using the same toe-first technique from movement number 5. Once you feel comfortable with the backward steps, add the arm swing. As your right leg steps back, your left arm swings forward to about chest height. As your left leg steps back, your right arm swings forward. The motion should feel rhythmic and natural, almost like a slow military march played in reverse. Don't force the swing or make it jerky. Let it flow smoothly, but make it bigger and more deliberate than what feels normal to you. Bend your elbows to about 90 degrees for better control and balance. Keep your chest open wide and your shoulders relaxed and dropped, not pulled up toward your ears. Breathe steadily through your nose the entire time. Start with 5 minutes per session and build up gradually to 12 minutes over the course of 3 weeks. Do this 3 to 4 times a week on a flat surface. The reason this version works so powerfully is that your brain has to coordinate all 4 limbs moving in opposite directions while simultaneously navigating in reverse. That triple challenge fires up neural pathways that have gone completely quiet with age, pathways that control coordination, posture, and spatial awareness. Many seniors report standing noticeably taller and feeling more confident in their movement within just 2 weeks of doing this consistently. But what comes next is something only a few seniors have ever even attempted. Number 2, the reverse walk with heel to toe placement. The second most powerful movement on this list is the reverse walk with heel to toe placement, sometimes called the reverse tightrope walk. This is where backwards walking goes from being helpful to being truly transformative for your balance and your independence. In this version, you don't just step backwards casually. You place each foot directly behind the other in a straight line, as if you're walking on a thin rope in reverse. The heel of the back foot lands right behind the toes of the front foot every single step. The precision is the whole point. A 2021 study published in the journal Gait and Posture worked with 60 adults aged 68 to 82. All of them had some level of balance difficulty. They performed reverse heel-to-toe walking for 7 minutes, 4 times a week, over a 12-week period. The results stunned even the experienced researchers running the trial. Balance test scores improved by 47%. Reaction time during balance recovery, which is how fast your body catches itself when it starts to fall, improved by 33%. And perhaps most impressive of all, the participants reduced their reliance on canes and walkers by 41% by the end of the study. That last number represents real freedom for people who thought they'd never walk unaided again. Why is this particular version so incredibly powerful? It targets the deep, stabilizing muscles of the ankle, hip, and core all at the same exact time. These aren't the big muscles you can see. These are the small, hidden muscles deep inside the joints that fire automatically when you start to lose your balance. They're the muscles that catch you when you stumble on a curb or slip on a wet floor. They're also the very first muscles to weaken with aging, often without you even noticing until a fall happens. Walking heel to toe in reverse forces every single one of those stabilizers to fire on demand with each step. To do this safely and get the most out of it, find a long hallway with a wall on one side. Stand tall at one end. Place one foot directly behind the other, heel touching toes, and begin stepping backwards along a straight line. Look forward, never down at your feet. Move very slowly, taking maybe one step every 2 full seconds. Keep your fingertips lightly grazing the wall for the first 2 weeks purely for safety and confidence.